Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. So on Friday evening we had another live stream, and during that live stream we purchased and implemented 2 new licenses. Now one of those licenses actually required some surgery to the store because we needed more frozen goods space. The other one, of course, was liquor. And of course, that's just very profitable. And I had the space assigned to that already. And as a result, we are getting more money and we are getting more people. I'm seeing about 6,500 to low 7,000s in income normally. Obviously some days are good and some days are bad. I'm also seeing about an average of 84 to 85 people a day. So that's pretty good. I mean, I've seen it as high as 88. But I've also seen some 81s and 82s. But generally speaking, they're in the 80s now. So we're just going to say 84 to 85. Now that's very good. However, as you can see from the marquee, that's not good enough because I'm greedy. So there is another license that's available right now. Further licenses are going to require me to get the store to level 63. Now, at the top right, you can see the store is currently 61. Of course, you may not be able to see it because the text is so small. I don't know why they do that. So that's not going to be too much of a wait. It is going to be very expensive to get those licenses, though, because they start getting up to like 20,000. The one we're doing today is 12,500. By the way, you can see that I am getting good money. We spent a lot of money at the live stream, but I still have more than 32,000. So I want it so that we can easily get more money so that I can expand the store. See, the next expansion is going to cost 31,000. But at the moment, I want to use the money to make more money. Now, another thing I want to do is I do want to do an expansion, maybe 2 in storage. The reason for that, of course, is that, well, at the moment, these guys are my bottleneck. See, I know that they do restocking during the day. And I appreciate that, even though I do pay them for it. The problem is, once the day is done, it takes them a long time to restock the shelves. So if I had that last one, there's only 6, but I can get that last one. If I get that last one, maybe they'll restock during the day faster. And of course, after hours, they'll go faster too. Because I really need them to be done so that I know what I need to purchase in order to restock. So what I need is I need space for 5 more racks. If I have that space, I can put them down and we can get that last restocker. And things will move as fast as they possibly can. Mind you, it's another salary to pay, but at least I'm doing all the janitorial work myself. Yes, I take a lot of abuse regarding that, by the way. And I gotta say, the customers are turning into real animals. Just turn your back, come back, and there's like 6 or 7 things on the floor. I wish I had like a combo, bouncer, janitor. That way he'll beat them up if they ever dropped anything on the ground. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get that next license, and then we're going to implement that one. That one is going to have refrigerator requirements. So I'm going to get extra refrigerators because I also want to do some organization. I was able to do some freezer organization. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. I want to expand storage. Hopefully enough to get ourselves another restocker. Another thing is that I couldn't help but notice that during the day, you'll have somebody here and there'll be 2 people standing next to them. So I'm thinking it might be worthwhile to spend 900 to get another one. I think we can probably fit that over there. It shouldn't be a problem. I will have to see about maybe putting them in different positions in the future, but we might have to do some expansion for that. And I want the money coming in for that. Okay, now in terms of our licenses, well, I kind of planned for the liquor, as you can see. So we do have everything in here. Everything is packed in really well. I even have a sale on these guys. Now here you might notice that 2 of the aisles are a little bit further out than the other one. And I am going to be moving this one eventually. And we still have lots of room. The reason I did that is because I needed space for freezers and I figured, let me make an island. So when I have more in the future, I can just put 2 here and they shouldn't be a problem. This also got them off the wall so I could put more fridges here. I also could do some organization. See, we got some new ice creams, and now I have 3 ice creams in here. I have vegetables in here. We got mixed veggies, we got green beans, and Tato Pops. Now over here, this is my favorite one. We have pizza. It's all pizza. See, Big Tony has entered the store. So Big Tony is our new kind of pizza, so we have all pizza. Yeah, this is just what's left over. Maybe in the future, we'll be able to do something with that. All right, like I said, the next license is going to require some fridges, and I would like to do some organization. Like, for instance, if you look at my cheese, I got a cheese here and here and here, and then there's another one over there. And if you look at eggs, there's eggs over here, and there's eggs down there, and eggs up here. I'd like to get some order down, you know? And actually, I think there's at least 2 or 3 different kinds of cheese coming in the next license, the one we're opening today. By the way, after that, the one we have to get to 63, the first one is going to be more produce, or I should say the rest of the produce. So we're probably going to put some kind of a thing over here, put the rest of them there. In the future, we'll have more space, but as long as we have everything, it should be fine. By the way, yeah, we have started doing some decorating in here. And actually, I'd like opinions. See, here's the thing. I'm pretty much set on the floor. I like that color. I nearly put it out here, but I think the wood works better out there. So I believe that this one is color number 17 and this is color number 19. So the question is, which one do you like better? 17 or 19? I gotta tell you, I'm kinda partial to this one. I think it's just very bright and it makes it, I guess, easier to see. It just seems to be a little shadowy over there, even though green is one of my favorite colors. Actually, green is my favorite color, but I think in this situation, that just kind of works. So if you have any opinions, you can put them down below in the comments along with liking the video. Thank you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the license, and then we're going to see what we're going to do. I'm not going to go to the store. I'm just going to buy them. But of course, the first thing I'm going to do is shut them down. By the way, I made a terrible mistake when I was doing this last night because I was doing 2 licenses in the beginning, and of course, I wanted to shut these guys down. So what happened is, see, here's the thing. I'm doing this with the mouse. What I did by mistake is I did this. And what happened is, I think it's this one, right? Basically to remove tags that are not in use. That's what I did. All right, let's make sure that I do this right. Working, and working. So they're not working. And of course, this is our last guy here. This is going to require 5 more racks. I'm hoping we're going to be getting them today. So what happened was, you notice I got my order. I like my order. I like things where they're supposed to be. This is where the new liquor is. This is where the new frozen good items are. The problem is I had one of the guys set to remove labels on something that didn't have something inside of it. You know, in other words, take this out. Here, that's a bad example. Here, this is a good example. Boom. Actually, a bad one. That one right there. So what he was doing is he was taking out the labels of something that didn't have something in it. And that messed up my order. There was about 4 or 5 of them because I was like, wait a minute, what happened? Why isn't that got a label? Did I click it by mistake? No, it turns out one of my guys was doing it. So be careful of that in the future if you're into order like me. Okay, so they're all off. So let's get our license. Oh, not this one. We will be back, by the way. All right, this one here. Right, this is the only one we can get right now. This one is going to require level 63. Oh, and then 70. Okay, so I can only get this one. This is the produce one. You can see this can be avocado, banana, grapefruit, pumpkin, papaya, and clementine. I didn't know that was a fruit or a vegetable. I thought that was a spice or something. Oh, well. This is the one we are getting today. Cheese Parmesan, cheese, clotted cheese. I'm guessing that's like cottage cheese. And then we have some shelf items, and then we have yogurt at the bottom here. Yippee, another yogurt. All right, so we're going to buy that one. Boom. All right, so we have 19,876 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go to the grocery store. I'm just going to buy them. If I see something that's a ridiculous price, then maybe I'll take it off the list and then we'll do it. All right, so let's just go over to here and, of course, scroll to the bottom because that's where the new products are. Okay, so I'm going to grab 2 of each. Yogurt, sugarcane. Okay, that's going on the shelf. Rice, I have a spot for that. Actually, I have an idea for that one. We don't have a spot for that yet. Now, the pasta pen, I do have a spot for that. All right, and then the clotted cheese. Then we have cheese. It's just a generic cheese. And then we have cheese Parmesan. We have another one, apparently. Right. And then, of course, these are the ones that we got previously. The Veggie Mist, the potato pops, as opposed to tots, I suppose. All right, let's take a quick look at what we got here. Yeah, Uncle Tony's rice. You know, I might want to make a trip for that one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Clotted cream cheese? 500 for 2 of them? Oh, no. I'm guessing that's in the meat store. We're going over that one. And we're not doing this either. Yeah, okay, so this is what we're doing here. I'll worry about these guys later. All right, yeah, that, ooh, no. All right, so we're going over to the meat store. 500 for 2 of them? That's crazy. I'm guessing that it's over here because it's, you know, it's cheese. And so far, all the cheeses have been over here. I am not spending that kind of money. Especially not on clotted cheese. Okay, let's see. Is it over here somewhere? Those are the eggs. The cheeses are usually over here, right? Okay, so these are the new cheeses. One of the new cheeses, I think. And there's another one. Okay, is it over here? I don't see them. Maybe it is actually in the grocery store. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, it's sitting right over here. Yeah, look at that. Wholesale 124. Yikes. That's a little container there too. Can you get in there, please? Thank you. That's a little container too. Wow, I had no idea that was going to be that expensive. All right, the other one we're going to buy is the rice because the rice sounded like it was pretty darn expensive. All right, I'm going to have to remember to pick that up whenever I do a meat run because that's ridiculous. I'm not doing a delivery on that. See, my cutoff is probably around 60. At that point, I'll probably go looking for it because I do want to speed things along. Okay, rice is over here. Yep, there we go. Right, so that one is 29, which means it would be 60. So I just don't think that's something I want to do. As compared to this one, which is 14 wholesale. Right, the rest of them, I do believe that we have them. So we shouldn't have to worry about those. All right, so yeah, I should probably get another one. Just for the shelf. Yeah, the other one's way too expensive at the moment to actually do that. We'll see how much money it's making us. Now, of course, these guys are not going anywhere. Here's a good question. Where am I going to put this stuff? I guess I could do it here. Okay, put that there. So I have a location set. That's what I want. I want a location set. Oh, guess what I don't have yet? I don't have the new fridges. All right, so we'll put that guy down on the ground. And let me order a couple of fridges. Oh, did I order the other ones? Wait a minute. Are they sitting outside? Yes, they are. Okay, good. I ordered them. And they're just staring at them, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so this is going to be furniture. And I figure let's grab 2 of them. I want the fridges, of course. Double fridges. 2 of them. Boom. There we go. Did I buy them? I'm pretty sure I did, but... No, I didn't. It's completely wrong. There we go. Now we got them. I like the way they don't drop on top. They just kind of very nicely organized them. Alright, and... Okay, that one should be further back. Alright, for now I'll keep it there. Yeah, they should be further back. I mean, I could make one of these for cheese. Probably not a bad idea. Alright, hold on a minute here now. Alright, these are the cheeses that we have. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, I wanted this. Alright. For the moment, we'll use this one. I might want to... I guess really we couldn't go across. What I could do, though, is I could do cheeses and then I could do the eggs. Depending on how many cheeses we have here. Because I'm probably going to have to pull the cheeses... In other words, I'm going to probably have more cheese than I can actually put there. Because I'm already starting with 4, and I think I have 3 new ones. Alright. But of course, these have the titles already. And I have to remove those labels. Otherwise, I'm going to have a real mess. Okay, so get rid of this. Okay, so blank that one out. Blank that one out. Blank that one out. Blank that one out. So that way we don't have any problems. Alright, so let's see about getting the cheeses. What was this one? Was this a cheese? Okay, so this is the, I think that's the clotted cheese. So why don't we see about putting that one, maybe on the top. It is an expensive one. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, and then this one I'm going to put in the shelf. Oh, it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll just put that one there. Alright, now the other one that I got was the rice. Do I have a spot for the rice over here? No. See, this was the only rice that I had, and I don't have space for it. Yeah, once I get a lot more shelving, then we'll see about... we'll see about organizing a little better. Alright, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put it on this shelf. I think what I want to do, and I was thinking about this. See, I have these 2 shelves open underneath the salt and the pepper. So I was thinking, why don't I move the 2 oils there? The olive oil and then the regular cooking oil. That way I can put the rice under there. Kind of makes a little more sense. Alright, and take that out, and then blank that, and that, and then we'll start putting the rice. Uncle Tony's! Hey! Is he related to Big Tony? Forget about it! Alright, this is the other one, right? Oh, that's right. I bought 3 of them. Right. Okay. So we'll just put. We'll leave this one on the shelf. All right. Grab that. I mean, it's expensive. It's probably going to sell for a lot. They'll get drawn in by the sale of the one above it. Okay. So what are we doing here? Oh, that's the. Yeah, that's the yogurt. I guess I can put the yogurt there for now. Because the yogurt at the top is there. I have a feeling it's going to be very much like the other yogurt and just not sell very well. Yeah, in retrospect, I wish I had thought about that and not bought 2 of them. Let's see. Where's the other yogurt? Actually, I don't even see it. Is this it? No, that's cheese. Okay, so let's start putting down the new cheeses. We already have the clotted one. All right, I'll put this one at the bottom. There we go. Okay, and where is the one? Okay, that's the one that I just did. So let's put this one here. Now, I might have to move the other cheeses around. Let's see. Okay, that goes on a shelf. That is another cheese. We have a lot of cheese here. Okay, I guess we can start doing this. Yeah, I was hoping to get the eggs in here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because I need 3 slots open for that. Maybe what I can do is... Yeah, I mean, right there. I could do it right there, couldn't I? All I have to do is move that one over and this one, and I could just have them in there. Who knows? Maybe there'll be more eggs in the future. Okay, this should go in here. Right, so we got those 2 cheeses, we got the clotted cheese, and we got the rice. Those are all new products. Okay, and this is sugar. All right, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, hold it a second. Why don't I move the mashed potatoes over here? I do have extra mashed potatoes, right? Because I'm noticing that there's some missing. But they do that sometimes, don't they? Because I want to keep all of the sugar together. All right, and kill that. And then take these labels out. There we go. I'll use the other box to mark a location. Yeah, a whole bunch of sugar. So this is sugar, this is sugar, this is sugar, and these are sugars too. Lots and lots of sugars. Okay, where's the other one? Let me mark a location. And I can mark that down here. And then I'll take it with me. All right, so once we're done, I'm going to run through the day, and then we're going to see whether or not this actually helped boost our money. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is pasta. Let me mark a location first, but I already have a spot for this because I figured there was going to be more pasta in the future. We can put that there, and then we can take it out. Right, where is the pasta? Right here, right. So I have this spot right here marked. There we go. And, okay, so that is... Yeah, that's more of the yogurt. Didn't I put, like, partial box in here somewhere? No, I guess not. All right, we'll put it up there. That box is never going to move. Well, I guess it depends on the price, doesn't it? All right, so this is the rest of the pasta. Come on, in you go. There we go. Okay, and I think that's everything. All right, let's see about the pricing. And we'll start with the yogurt. This one is $2.50, and it's not doing very well. What is this one? Oh, for a minute there, I had a heart attack. This one. I did the eggs instead. You know, I think that one is worse than the other. All right, why don't we say like $2.25? Maybe somebody will buy it. I don't know. Yeah, the market price, $1.65. What was the market price on this one? Yeah, $1.97. Why? Why can't you sell them in packages of like 4 or 6, like in real life? You know? That at least would be worth it. Ugh. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got the rice over here. This one's probably pretty good. $10.78 is pretty good. And my purchase price was $6, so I'm starting with like more than 4. Let's think. I'm thinking 12. We'll try 12. So that would be a nice little profit margin there. Who knows? Maybe I'll put it on sale. Okay, so that one is done. And now we have a lot of cheeses. All right, we're going to save this one for last because that one probably is a really nice price. Okay, we'll start with this one down here. And I have to see if I forgot anything. Oh, yeah, the sugar, the other sugar. Okay, so this is $7.16. I guess we could say 8. We'll just say $8.50 and see whether or not that gets any sales in there. How are the other ones? It does seem to be better than the others. All right, and then we'll do this one. Okay, that is $6.12. So $7.25. As I typed that in, I wondered, did I make a mistake down here? No, 8. Okay. You know what it was? I was looking at this one, and this one said 7.15, so I got a little confused. Okay, so now let's see about this one. Ooh, 2015. Yeah, but look at the price. You know, it's like $4.50 if I go with the market price. Of course, I'm not going with the market price. We'll just say $22. $6.50 is not bad. We'll see if it sells. You know, we'll see. See if it sells. All right, there was also this one here. I don't know what that's going to be. Yeah, that's going to be $3.08. So $4.25? If it doesn't sell, I don't care. That's what it comes down to. If you want it, you know what's really funny? Do you remember when I put these in the store and I put them at like $12.50 and like, oh, no one's ever going to buy it. And then people started buying it. What I wasn't paying attention to is the market price was increasing. Look at this. $11.74. I need to raise this price because this price is too good. That's what I was wondering. Why are these things selling so well now? You know, at the price I put it at $12.50 because I didn't want anyone to buy them. Because once upon a time it was like $5 or something like that. But now all of a sudden they're actually worthwhile. You know, I got to put an extra $1 on that. Maybe I'll do a 5% sale. That's what I'll do. All right, put the extra $1 and then a 5% sale. Yeah, I'm losing money, but who knows? Maybe they'll buy them. There we go. All right, so I think that's everything. We did the rice. We did the... Oh, we didn't do this one. $2.45. Great. $3.50. Ugh. Mind you, they didn't cost very much to buy, did they? All right, and I think that's everything then. So we had this one. This one's got a price on it. And then this one's got a price. And then these guys have prices too. So I will attempt to do some organization, perhaps. We'll see what happens. Like maybe I should have this and the scallops together. And then maybe have one entire shelf dedicated to the sushi. We'll see. More space gives me more opportunities. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick this in. And we're going to see how the day is going to go. Oh, that does remind me. I wanted to put another one of these down, didn't I? All right, let me just do that quickly. Furniture. Where is it here? Self-serve. I don't want the mirror ones. I might do the mirror ones in the future. All right, here a second. Boom. Because I want to see if that also has an impact. All right, now this, how much room are we going to have? Right, they're over there. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Okay, so we have an extra one of those, so I shouldn't see that situation when there's actual lines at these things. Okay, so it is 9:30. The customers are starting to come in. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do that too. I mean, I do have the money. I can do that while this is going on. We'll see how that works out. All right, let's go over to management, storage, 5,200, not a problem. 6,150. All right, we're going to do both of those. All right, so I only have 6,340 left. Well, 6,400 now. Oh, that actually took the whole thing down there, didn't it? Okay, so hold on. How am I going to do this? I'll put it against the wall. All right. We'll just do this for the moment. And there. I mean, I can put 5 more down now. I can put 5 more down and I can get myself another guy. Look at these animals. Ugh. They're animals. Animals, I tell you. It takes them no time at all. I know what the game is doing. The game is desperately trying to get me to get a janitor going here. You know, they want full employment, you know? All right. I don't think I have any orders, I should say, yet. Okay, there's another one on the ground there. Pretty sure that wasn't there before. Did you just drop something? I thought he dropped something. Okay, so let's get 5 of these shelves. Let's get 5 of these shelves. Where is it? Tall racks. Okay, that's going to be 1,200. Okay, I'm eating through my money, but I am hoping that this is all going to get me money. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We have another aisle. If I put down these 5, I should be able to get my other restocker. So let's just see. I hope I don't get any orders for a while. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything in here for a while, because I just got myself a lot of storage space. And again, I'm not going to have to do this to get any more. And I could cover this wall too. So I think that we are very much done with storage space. I don't have any of these. Oh, I do have one. Okay. How much time do I have? Not a lot of time. All right, so maybe I should just take care of that. All right, you know what? Let's do this very quickly. Doesn't have to be perfect. I can make it perfect later. Yeah, like I said, doesn't have to be perfect now. It can be perfect later. All right, over here, over here, over here. Okay, that means I should be able to get, like I said, perfect. Okay, here we go. Let's go back over to management and hiring. And we can now get stalker number 6. Oh, I didn't turn these guys back on. Oh my goodness. I just completely undermined myself. It's like, oh, I have the extra stalker now, except of course they're not doing anything. Oh, I hate when I do that. Fortunately, I caught it fairly early. Well, actually, mid-afternoon. All right, so what do I need here? And I see I need a mop in there because this place is terrible. All right, is that it? Yep, it is. Okay, and then the olive oil. What was that on the ground? The olive oil. I'm going to have to move the cooking oil down there. Cleaner? Is this the cleaner? Yes, it is. Okay, and ground beef. The magical vanishing ground beef. Okay, so 200, and that's for Owen Wade. Owen Wade. All right, so I'm going to be taking care of business, and we'll check at the end of the day how the income and, of course, the number of people went. I'm hoping I get a lot of boosting from that. So this is my last order. It's 9 o'clock. All right. And as you can see, the store is still going. Not really paying too much attention to the money, so we'll see what the income is going to be like. Yeah, I did a lot of rush things there at the last minute, so I was spending money. And of course, yeah, look at this. Animals, I tell you, animals. Maybe I should invest in the janitor. My viewers during the live stream were making fun of me for being as greedy, but hey, you know what's in the name? What can I tell you? All right, let's do some sweeping because I do see some sweeping is necessary here. Yeah, didn't I see there's one? And is there any more? You can see the little icon floating, but I don't see any at the moment. All right, but I can wash the windows. That's always good for some extra store points. There we go, store points. Hey, look at that, I'm more than halfway through level 61. Okay, I think we're done. Is there anybody else in the store? I don't see anyone. All right, so let's end it right there and see what the numbers look like. Okay, 84 and very nearly 7,000 in income. Obviously, total profit for the day wasn't too good because we spent a lot of money. But I mean, the thing is that hopefully, oh, pear, soda, candy. I'll take care of those in time. Hopefully we can keep those numbers up. And yeah, I got to move these, don't I? All right, you know what? I don't want to do anything while these guys are up and around. And as you can see, they are filling the shelves now. So I'm hoping that they're going to be filling them a lot quicker than they were, so I don't have to sit around. See, the thing is that I don't know if I'm going to need this stuff if there's a box over there, but they bring the box, they fill this shelf, and all of a sudden there's no box anymore, you know? So I just need to know what it is I have to buy. See, I can make a guess about the toilet paper. I mean, there's definitely some filling needs to be done here. So I can't do any filling except for this one until they're done. See? They're taking them and they're bringing them over there. So I need them to be done. And of course, we do have 6 of them now, don't we? Look at all the boxes they're throwing out. So hopefully that's going to work faster. See, I want to get through the days quicker so I can make my income, so I can make my profit, so I can get back up there. And I guess the next thing we're going to be doing is expansions. So the first one is going to cost $31,000. I think the one after that is going to be like 46 or something. Here, let's just take a quick look at that. You know, the thing is they are behind because it's my fault, because I didn't turn them on properly. By the way, I should probably just pay bills. Yeah, I just kind of let it go to auto, and I probably shouldn't do that. I don't know, is there a penalty for that? We'll have to see. Right, 31,000, that's the next one, then 40,000, then 52,000. So in other words, in order to get this entire wall, I'll need 31,000, I'll need 40,000, and then I'll need 52,000. After that, maybe the store can start getting into its final configuration. Anyway, I have a lot of grinding to do. Hopefully our changes will be a consistent increase over what we had. And we can start working on some other things too. We can start working on what we're going to be putting places, doing these increases, of course. The first increase should be kind of interesting indeed. And then we can start working on in here, depending on what you guys actually want. Do you want the gray? Do you want the green? Let me know in the comments down below. Whew, chaotic. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. They're just selling like mad. Gotta raise the price again. See ya.